The Doll's Curse, Part 3. The night was suffocating. Alex could feel the weight of the darkness in the house as he stood frozen outside his sister's room, staring at the door. Lily's quiet sobs echoed from within. The doll, that damn doll, was back where it didn't belong. Sitting in the corner of her room, its glassy eyes gleaming with an unnatural glow, Alex's breath hitched. He had a plan. He was supposed to confront the figure, destroy the doll, and end this nightmare. But somehow, he couldn't shake the feeling that the real danger wasn't the doll at all. "Alex, help," Lily whispered, her voice trembling. He turned the doorknob, cautiously stepping inside. The room was darker than usual, as if the shadows themselves had gathered to form an impenetrable fog. But there was something new, something far more terrifying. Lily was standing in front of her dresser, her back to Alex. But it was not Lily. Her eyes were wide open, blank, and her movements were stiff, unnatural. She was holding the doll in her arms, gently rocking it like a mother would a child. "Lily," Alex whispered, his heart racing. But she didn't respond. Instead, a low, distorted voice slithered from her lips. "The curse is not what you think." The air grew colder, and the room seemed to distort, like a funhouse mirror. Alex backed up, his mind spinning. His eyes darted to the doll, whose smile had twisted into something grotesque. That's when he noticed something terrifying. On the wall behind Lily, a shadowy figure loomed, its form not quite human. It had elongated limbs, glowing red eyes, and a mouth that stretched impossibly wide. The figure was watching him, waiting. It was never about the doll. Alex's heart sank as the truth hit him. The doll was just a vessel, a conduit. The real curse was far more insidious. It was inside Lily. The doll had been manipulating her from the start, feeding off her fear and her connection to it, and now it had nearly taken her completely. The figure grinned, its mouth widening into a sickening smile. "She was always mine," it whispered. But Alex had no choice now. He could not let his sister slip into whatever hell this creature had planned. He had to break the curse, no matter the cost. But how? The answer came in a sudden flash, an image that appeared unbidden in his mind. A fire. Alex ran to the dresser, grabbed the matches from Lily's drawer, and set the doll aflame, not waiting for the consequences. But as the fire consumed the doll, the shadowy figure screeched. Its shrill cry reverberated through the room, shaking the walls, and then it was gone. The flames flickered and died, leaving nothing but a pile of ash. But Lily, still standing motionless, hadn't moved. Alex's stomach churned. Had he failed? And then, the unthinkable happened. Lily blinked. The stiff, haunted expression left her face. Her shoulders relaxed, and for the first time in what felt like weeks, she looked normal. Her eyes were clear, free from the curse's grip. She turned to Alex with a soft smile. "Alex, what's happening? Why am I holding this doll?" Alex's breath caught in his throat, but before he could respond, the ground shook, and a voice, deep and sinister, echoed from the walls. "Well played, Alex. You freed her, but you've condemned yourself." The room plunged into darkness, and in the empty silence, Alex realized the horrifying truth. The doll, the curse, had been a trap, yes, but not for Lily. It was for him. The shadowy figure appeared before him one last time, its face now an amalgamation of the doll's features and the grotesque entity that had haunted them. The curse was never meant to be broken. It rasped, and now it will consume you, as it consumed the rest. Alex's scream was drowned out as the room fell silent once more. But the nightmare wasn't over. Days later, Lily woke to find the house eerily quiet. She called for Alex, but no one answered. She checked every room, growing more frantic with each passing moment. It wasn't until she opened the door to her own bedroom that she saw it. There, standing in the corner of the room, was the doll. And its eyes were now staring directly at her. The curse never really left. It was always part of the family, buried deep within their own bloodline. The doll, it was just the beginning. The curse had no end. It was eternal.